Start with a half a teaspoon. Your goal is 5 teaspoons a day. No more, but perhaps less. Some of you are very happy with 3 teaspoons a day. Now make sure you start this extremely gradually. Start with a half a teaspoon on the first day, maybe 1 teaspoon the next day if you feel well, and within the course of the next 4 to 5 weeks, you will gradually increase your intake. Don't ask me when you will see some results. Ask yourself, how good is your gut right now? This is what's going to determine how fast you will feel results with Simply Inulin. If you are counting on Simply Inulin just as a weight loss magic pill, quit it right now. Simply Inulin is a long-term solution to gut health imbalances. It repopulates your good gut bacteria. If you're going in with only the intention of losing weight, then this is not the product for you. Of course, weight loss is a byproduct of taking Simply Inulin, but instead of asking me, how fast will you see results? Ask yourself, how much does your gut health need Simply Inulin? This is really important. The mindset you're going in with is a mindset of health rather than diet. Does that make sense? How much inulin is too much inulin? Going over 5 teaspoons. Will you get sick? Probably not, but you're definitely going to waste valuable product. There's no reason to go over 5 teaspoons a day. Although sometimes you will notice that I do if I also had my 5 teaspoons in the morning, but I add a little bit of Simply Inulin for my family in the chili or pasta sauce that I make at night, just because I feel like maybe I'm not serving enough vegetables. Otherwise, going over 5 teaspoons is simply a waste of product. Like I said, you probably will not get sick, but it's just silly. Let's put it that way. No need to overdo it. 5 teaspoons a day is more than enough. And again, many of you are very satisfied with the way that they feel and the results that they get from just using 3 teaspoons a day. Some of you are just happy with 1.5 teaspoons a day. It really is up to you and how much you need to optimize your gut health, whether it's for better hair growth, nail growth, better skin, more energy, satiation, or simply for weight loss. Like I said, weight loss is a byproduct, but it is not the reason to take Simply Inulin. Bloat, on the other hand, is the main relief that you get from Simply Inulin. So if you feel bloated and you have reasons to believe it is because of the way that you digest your food, or that you feel like you are very intolerant or sensitive to so many foods, even food that we need to consume on a daily basis, then Simply Inulin might just be for you. Taking inulin while pregnant and breastfeeding. I don't agree. If you haven't been taking inulin before, while pregnant or breastfeeding is not the time to go through an adjustment period. What is the adjustment period? Gas, flatulence, and bloat. Why would you want to go through any kind of discomfort while you are pregnant? I don't recommend it. However, if you've been taking inulin before your pregnancy and you are well adjusted, I am told it is safe to use while pregnant. You need to check with your OBGYN and your doctor. While breastfeeding, breastfeeding is okay if you've been taking inulin before. Your baby, your gut health has been adjusted. However, I don't recommend starting inulin for the first time while breastfeeding. You will feel some discomfort when you start Simply Inulin, whether you are pregnant or not, whether you're breastfeeding or not. Like I said, the adjustment period includes flatulence, gas, and some bloat. You don't want to go through that while you're breastfeeding, because a lot of the digestive issues that you have while breastfeeding are transferred over to your baby. Your baby is brand new. Your baby's gut health is immaculate and perfect. Your baby does not need inulin. While breastfeeding, now is the time to think of your baby before you think of yourself. I don't recommend breastfeeding and starting inulin for the first time. You don't want to transfer the flatulence and any other inconvenience you may experience while adjusting to inulin, Simply Inulin, to your baby. Simply Inulin is not recommended if you have FODMAP sensitivities. You might want to check that out on Google. There's many foods that you consume every day that are FODMAP. And if you have FODMAP sensitivities, meaning you feel like you're gassy, burping, having stomach cramps when you consume things like onions and artichokes and certain beans, you might want to go on a FODMAP diet for about 12 days. Simply Inulin, however, can help you reintroduce FODMAP food categories into your diet by implementing it on week 8 to 12, slowly and gradually. You want to check this with your doctor. What health condition is Simply Inulin helpful with? Well, first of all, let me say Simply Inulin is not medication and does not substitute prescription medication for any condition, but it has been found to be helpful for IBS, Crohn's disease, acid reflux, and many other digestive conditions. Make sure to check with your doctor before you use it. My advice is to always start at the root of it all, your gut. Simply Inulin, the original Simply Inulin, is where you should start. It will help with your gut health, hormonal balance, hair growth, good skin, collagen production. All of it is actually rooted in your gut, even with brain fog and concentration. You can also check a lot of my highlights. I have shared messages from moms of kids that are on the spectrum or suffer from ADD and ADHD following the Nemetschek protocol. Those moms have shared their experience with us and I've posted them on my highlights. Simply Inulin's been extremely helpful to these children. Hard choice. No, it's not. It's as if you were asking me if you should wear socks or gloves on a cold winter day. You should have both, right? Same with H2 Inulin and Inulin. Well, Inulin takes care of your gut health, and as a result of a balanced gut, you reap so many health benefits, including a flatter tummy, better digestion, feeling satiated, balancing your hormones. H2 Inulin are pure electrolytes. What they do is they transport hydration into your whole body. To make things simple, and it's 3 times the hydration without water retention. Very often you will drink tons of water and feel kind of puffy and fluffy and like you're retaining a lot of water. You will even feel that your fingers are swollen and your feet are swollen and sometimes even your face. That is because you're drinking tons of water but you're losing your electrolytes. What H2 Inulin does is it is a hydration multiplier. You get 3 times the hydration without the water retention. That being said, French doctors, in French medicine, it is not recommended to drink the mythical 3 liters of water a day, no matter how much you weigh. You should actually drink 1 liter per every 66 pounds that you weigh. What's important is getting the right hydration, not so much to drink too much water. Don't forget, drinking too much water can cause your cortisol levels to go higher and can cause insulin resistance, which as a result makes visceral fat very hard to lose around your midsection. You will also have water retention from over drinking while losing electrolytes. Now we've added Inulin, we've added Simply Inulin in H2 Inulin, and the reason why I chose to do that is because electrolytes are a bit salty. There are minerals and salts, so Simply Inulin comes in to soften the taste. Also, Simply Inulin helps your body absorb better through gut health. So you're absorbing the electrolytes so much better because you're feeding your good gut bacteria as you're drinking H2 Inulin. You don't drink coffee? No problem. You can still reap the benefits by adding Simply Inulin to any liquid at all. Many of you use it in their lemon water in the morning or in their tea, matcha latte. You can really use it in anything you consume that it dissolves in. If you are taking thyroid or diabetes medication or heart medication, all you have to do is take your medication and wait 6 hours to take your Simply Inulin. Or if you're able to, take the Simply Inulin and then 6 hours later take your medication. Ultimately, can Simply Inulin help you lose weight? Absolutely. Why I don't like to market it as a diet product, it is a health supplement. If you are healthy, you should have no issues losing weight. That is the way that I like to approach it. So it will help you with satiation. It will help you crave less carbs and crave more nutrient-dense foods. So for example, when you're consuming Simply Inulin, you will find that you crave more healthy proteins and healthy fats, lean proteins and healthy fats. It will also satiate you for hours. I like to take a Simply Inulin tea a few hours before dinner instead of snacking, and it will keep me completely satiated until dinner. The other thing that I find is helpful for losing weight is to combine taking Simply Inulin with probiotic foods. Don't take your probiotics, eat your probiotics. Simply kefir grains will help you cultivate and harvest those grains and make your own kefir probiotic yogurt. You can also find some probiotic yogurts on the market. For example, going to a Lebanese shop or any other kind of Middle Eastern shop, you will find kefir, labneh. You can also find on the market, especially if you are in the United States, a vegan coconut probiotic yogurt called Coconut Cult. This is not sponsored, I just know that brand delivers. First thing Simply Inulin will help you do is balance your gut bacteria. So it will feed your good gut bacteria and repopulate your gut with good gut bacteria. When that happens, the bloat you've probably been experiencing most of your adult life will go away. After that's settled and your gut is well balanced and that bloat has gone away, you will start feeling like you have a better ability to lose the visceral fat, and especially fat that you have gained from inflammation or hormonal imbalance. Transitioning into a fiber-rich diet is not always easy on your digestion, and the transition can bring some discomfort. How to do this? Well, as the myth goes, it would say to drink more water. I disagree. Drinking more water is not helpful, especially if you're going on a fiber-rich diet to get rid of bloat or to lose weight. The way to do it is to pair the fiber with its BFF, fatty acids. Fatty acids are healthy fats, omega-3. The best way to go about going on a high fiber diet, especially one that you supplement with a very potent fiber, prebiotic fiber like Simply Inulin. So the way to implement it is to add olive oil, cold press, very good olive oil. The way to source it is important. So European olive oil, put a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons on your salad or on your veggies every day. Wild salmon, mackerel, sardines, pine nuts, eggs, sesame seeds. There are so many incredible good fats that you can add onto your diet that would help you completely move on to a high fiber diet without the discomfort, but also that will help the prebiotic fiber, the Simply Inulin, usher out all the excess fat in your body and get it the hell out of there. You've been taking Simply Inulin for a few days and you don't feel anything and you haven't lost weight yet? Wait a second. Nope, can't find it. Nowhere does it say this is a magical product. There is no such thing as magic when it comes to health. There is such a thing as time. Give your body time. Simply Inulin needs to work its magic on your gut before it does anything for you. So if you want to lose weight or you want to get rid of that bloat, first you need to give your body and your gut the courtesy of time to rebalance some of the damage that the food that you've been eating or the lifestyle you've been living has done. Does that make sense? When should you gradually go up? When should you change your dosage? Guess what? Follow your intuition. See how you feel and don't be in a rush. Simply Inulin will work as well for you if you go very slowly from the beginning. 1 teaspoon the first week or second week in will go a long way. It will go the same way that 2 or 3 teaspoons would go 6 weeks from now. Don't be in a rush. This is your body. Give it the courtesy of patience and time. The best way to optimize your results when taking Simply Inulin is to eat a diet free of restrictions. Adding rather than deducting is the way to succeed while using Simply Inulin. And when you have a choice, always choose to eat solid food in their real form rather than feed on powder. Any powder, even Simply Inulin. Food, real foods in their real food form is the way to go.